After, how's the mood of the team after, losing three in a row?
I think we're fine. To be honest, I didn't even realize it was three in a row till like last loss. But I think we're okay. I think it sucks to lose, but at the end of the day, like I think we actually came into this practice very motivated. All I've seen is smiles all day, so I don't really think we're thinking about that too hard.
Alex was just talking about how he thinks that even though you guys have lost these games, the process has been really good, and you like the shots that you were getting. And for you as a player, obviously you're out there, you're playing, you're mad that you're losing these games, but is it easy for you guys to kind of take the long view and say, like, okay, yes, we lost these games, but we're doing the right things, or is it more like the frustration of losing? Like, how does that?
I think that's the thing, though. So we're trying to figure out which games are we losing and we're doing all the right things, but maybe like we can clean up some small details. What games are we losing when we're making wrong decisions, and how do we clean up like the more important things that cause us to lose basketball games? Without losing each other, because you should be able to speak to each other and criticize each other, but in positive ways, and like that's just basketball, and I think that we've been able to do that, so I feel a little better today, and I think the girls do too.
You feel good about the ratio of like games where you feel like you lost but you played the right way versus games that you lost and you got away from the game plan? I feel like it's kind of in the right direction.
Yeah, I do. I've left a couple of 20-point losses this season, and I felt it in like my heart that I wasn't so angry, and I was like, that's probably because we missed shots but we made the right pass, or we tried our best defensively but we fell short. Like losing like that at the end of the day just means you have to go harder and work a little harder, which I'm okay with.
Curious. Coach said at halftime of last game that he kind of addressed you guys a little bit differently than he has all season just because of the position you were in. I'm curious, how has the difference been in these practices kind of leading up to the Aces on Thursday after that long road trip?
Yeah. I think we come into every practice the same, no matter what. I think we came into this practice the same after 3 losses that we did when we won 4 straight or 5 straight, however many we were winning. I don't really think about that, I'm going to be honest. I mean, this is my job. We all get paid to be here and work our stuff. So, and I mean that in a good way. Like I don't think we're sitting there sulking. It's been about 11 games, 10 games, 13 games. There's plenty of games left, and I've been a part of rosters where like we've lost 10 straight, we've won 10 straight, we've lost, and like we've almost made playoffs still. We've got nowhere near playoffs. Like anything can happen in this league. People fall short real quick, things change real quick. So I think we just wanted to get a little bit of our grit back. That's all. I think that we lost a little bit, and we're working on that now. So I think we're excited to play Vegas. Like I think they're really going to challenge us. Obviously, that's an amazing roster with probably one of the best players in the WNBA. But it challenges us. It challenges us up here. It challenges us physically, and like that's all we want. We want to be challenged, and we want to go hard. So we're ready.
A whole stretch coming up was pretty tough. Vegas and then Dallas and then Minnesota. Those 3 in a row is that going to be a pretty good test for you guys?
100%. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely going to be a tough 3 games. But we're looking forward to it. That's kind of why maybe those losses were a little tougher on us, knowing that we had another 3 really tough games coming up. But I think that also what leads us to maybe stealing a win here. Knowing that like we really need these wins, but. We're excited. I think we step up to the challenge of really good teams, so hopefully that happens.
Biggest lesson you've learned over the 13 games in a whole new franchise? I mean, there's still a lot of things that are coming together, but I'm curious, what's the biggest lesson you've learned over these first 13 games here?
That's a really good question. I think my biggest lesson that I've learned is to always have faith in like the things that you believe in. And I mean that in the way of, I think the faith that I have in my teammates and my staff and, like our staff and this organization will always rise above like the things that I don't necessarily agree with or losing and stuff like that. I think that the core principles here always mean well. And when I go home and I complain or I ask myself all these things, why this is going wrong, I come back to that conclusion, and that stabilizes my mood and my ability to trust into this organization. So just having faith and knowing that things change very quickly in good and bad ways. But whether things change or not, like knowing we'll always have preparation and be prepared for that. So just holding on to faith.
How is the transition been for your role, going from when you were earlier in the last couple of years, you were kind of more one of like the younger players on whatever team you were on, and now you're kind of one of the more veteran leaders. Have you been adjusting to that kind of different responsibility?
Yeah, I wish I was 22 still. I'm kidding. It's kind of hit me these last couple of years. Even last year with DC, like I was definitely one of the older players, which was super weird. The transition's been a little difficult at first. Like I'm trying to gather my frustrations and understand that like I'm not a young kid who could just get mad anymore, and people need you to help lead and speak properly and lead through action or voice, whichever one that is. So just understanding that like your voice goes a long way with the younger crowd. Like you need to be able to keep them positive so that the atmosphere stays positive, and I work on it every day. I'm not perfect, but I hope that to some extent like the girls on this team like the way I lead, whether it's by action or not. Like I do hope that it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's hitting them in the right ways.